All right, what's up? We're back. We're gonna play a game or two. But I am gonna be on mute. I just don't feel like wearing the mic right now. Um, like, like this happens all the time. But I actually got to pee before we start playing, so I probably should wait to start this. But give me a minute, and then we'll get going. But like I said, I'll be on mute, so I'm muting now. But we will get started here in a minute.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
First pitch coming your way next. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts. Okay, all set to go. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. And we're off and rolling in Toronto. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Oh. And that skips into dirt. Three, 2 now. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges.
by you. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
1 out, runner at second. Hunter Goodman, the next to hit, swings through that. Goodman went deep in his most recent game. Cease checks the runner. Castro back on a dive. Man at second. Strike 2. Goodman checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not,
and that is that. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
That's out the corner.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it is out of here. George Springer leaves the yard. His second of the year. That smash towards center. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
0-1.
Oh.
In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out.
Batting for third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Foul ball there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That was pretty nasty. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. 1 inning in the books here. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show Canada. Back now in Toronto. Top of the 2nd, Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's 3-2. Got him swinging.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
That's the ball.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And another ball. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. In the air, right field. Springer gets under it. 2 away now.
Batting seventh, right fielder Cole Carey.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Cole Carey.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 1-2.
That's the ball.
To the right side.
No,
and
that's
that's
foul, that's
just foul. Two down, nobody on. And that one missing insert. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now after an inning and a half. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Sliced hard but foul.
Ball.
Really good
Inside.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And a foul ball. That one almost got him.
Ball.
Tough take
Hot.
right there. He swings at that more often than not.
On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a play. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Heineman in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and that is the inning. A couple of hits in the inning. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Karros digging in for the Rockies. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Oh.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The next pitch misses. Ball 3. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swings and misses. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Johnston wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. So the Rockies lineup turns over. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. That misses. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Right fielder, George Springer.
And a foul ball. That one lifted to left. Moniak moving under this one. And there's one down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And foul ball. Fought off foul. Three-two. And that's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. That one ripped, but foul. On the corner for a strike. And the count now even up.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Perry should have this one. 2 down. Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. Hot shot to third. And that is that. Blue Jays held it. Back here at Rogers Center. Start of the fourth. Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. Doubled his first time up.
Well, these Rockies just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Swings through that one. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there are 2 outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Moniak at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that is cut on and missed. And it's a ball and a strike. Tapped up the first base side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Still behind. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Whoa.
Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, David Snyder.
That's the ball.
Ripped, but it curls foul. So now 1-2. That one the other way. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw. And that's a 2-bagger.
Up next for the
Nice
Blue
job of
Jays,
driving that pitch the
shortstop,
other way on a
Andres
line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Steps on first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball 1.
This one in the air center field. Doyle settles under this one, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it 1-0. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 5th. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
Well, these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
1 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at-bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Oh.
The heater can be a tone setter for a pitcher, but if it's not effective, it goes the other way. It becomes a tone setter for the offense. They just haven't been able to do much with it in this one.
The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And that one hit to first. Guerrero steps on the bag, and the first two set down to the top of the fifth. Now here is Cole Carey. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Strong settles underneath it, and that's the third out. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman.
Well, these Blue Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Strike 2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
The 0-1. Fouled off left side. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
That is the inning. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Kyle Karros digging in for the Rockies. And that one fouled off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The Rockies trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not.
Cuts on it